pause this. Turn off this backup sensor. Holy moly, the video quality sucks. I think I'm gonna have to move out. So, look, I just had an awesome conversation with the #1 plumber for Benjamin Franklin / 1 hour in the country. And so here's some of the things that we learned, or he learned, if you will. So first question he had for me was, Gene, I'm kind of stuck, and I'm making the most money of any plumber in the country for 1 hour Benjamin Franklin, and how do I get to the next level? So what's going on, Gavin, Joe, Robbie, Chris, Dale? So happy you all are joining. There's going to be some gold laid down here tonight. All right, so let me wipe this camera off maybe. What's going on here? All right, so here's the deal. First piece of advice that I gave this guy, he's the #1 plumber for Benjamin Franklin 1 hour in the country. He wants to know how to make more money. I said, listen, dude, you're already making lots of money. First thing you need to do, start teaching other people, okay? Listen, you don't know anything. I mean, you don't know sales. You don't know what you're doing until you start training other people to do it. All right? Huge, 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 huge nugget there. All right? I told him, write down what you're saying. Write down what you're saying to your customers. Is, well, I don't want to tell people to do exactly what I do because I don't know that it'll work for them. Listen, here's the deal. If what you're doing is working, write it down, and then start to sculpt every single word out of it that you can. What's going on, Vidal, Matt, Chris, Adam, Jason? So happy that you're here. So start scripting. Love the hearts, love the likes, boys. Thank you very much for that. That helps Facebook to send this out to more people. So listen, if you're good at what you do, start teaching other people to do what you do, okay? Write it down, script it out, and then find out what words don't need to be in there, okay? And sculpt them out, and then teach guys how to do what you do. I know Vidal does that. I'm for sure that Vidal does that. Vidal's my boy. Vidal, actually, I brought Vidal into the industry and asked him to sell me a pen. And he did an amazing job. So that's #1. If you know something well, start teaching people to do it. You don't know it as well as if you were teaching it. Once you start teaching it, you're absolutely going to get better at what you do, okay? Plus, one day maybe you want to own your own thing, okay? You need to learn how to teach people. So don't be selfish with your information. Don't be selfish, okay? Share it, okay? That's a huge key to success. Jason, what's going on? Jeremy, good to see you. #2, he said, hey, listen, I get into these houses and people just want me to look at one thing. I go out on a service call, they got an angle stop that's busted or something like that, it's leaking water, and they don't want me to look at the rest of the house because they're afraid I'm going to sell them something, okay? So I taught him to use something called Feel, Felt, Found. Excuse me for the burp. Feel, Felt, Found. And actually, I knew about Feel, Felt, Found for a long time, but then I went out to San Antonio and did some training at John Wayne Service Company. And Joe Crisera had been out there before me, and Joe Crisera, another sales trainer in the industry, kind of modified the Feel, Felt, Found to Feel, Felt, Found, my greatest fear. And they say my biggest fear, but so here's the deal. I ran into this when I launched a radio show in Vegas, and we were talking about how the water heater can blow up, if you don't check the temperature and pressure valve on a regular basis. And customers would call in just to have that done, and they didn't want to have the entire house inspected. So we developed the Feel, Felt, Found, my greatest fear for them. What's going on, Alexandra? So here's the deal. Here's what you do when they don't want you to inspect the whole system. You go, look, I understand exactly how you feel. I've had customers in the past that felt the exact same way. That sucked. Okay, so I've had customers that felt the exact same way in the past. But here's what we found. Almost every time I do the full inspection, there are almost always a few little free adjustments that I can make to keep the plumbers away. And my biggest fear is that if you don't have me do the full inspection, that you'll end up with some other problem that could have been prevented, and you'll end up with major property damage on top of that. So if you wouldn't mind, would it be okay if I did the full inspection for you and see if there are any little free adjustments that I can make to keep the plumbers away from your house? Come on, guys. Seriously. customers are going to love that. You're trying to prevent other problems for them and see if there are any other little free adjustments that you can make for them while you're there. Okay? It's gold. Use it. I understand how you feel. Other customers have felt exactly the same way, but what we found was when I do the full inspection, yeah, hit the likes, hit the hearts, boys. When I do the full inspection, there are almost always a few little free adjustments that I can make in order to keep the plumbers or the HVAC technicians away. All right, I learned that from Charlie Greer. Okay? And then the last thing, he said, what do you say when they tell you, I want to think about it? All right? This is huge. Learned this from Charlie as well. So they say, I want to think about it. First thing that Charlie would teach me to say is, all right, is there any doubt in your mind as to the necessity of having this done at this time? It's a big question. If they answer no, guess what? You just got a report card. You just found out that you didn't establish a need. You didn't ask enough questions so that they really feel like it needs to be done. People spend money for two reasons, okay? To either experience pleasure or to escape pain. They have to be concerned that there's something that's going to go wrong after they leave that's going to cost them more money. All right? Dropping solid gold here. You better hit those likes and those hearts. All right? Share this around. All right? So, is there any doubt in your mind as to the necessity of having this done at this time? If they say no, you're going to ask them why. Why do you feel that way? Why do you feel it needs to be done now? They're going to have a hard time giving you a good reason. All right, it's probably going to be a lame one. All right, they might go, well, the water heater is, it's got all that sediment in it, and it hasn't been getting as hot as we want it to get, and that's about all they're going to say. And then you're going to come with another couple reasons that they should do it now. Yeah, plus it's consuming more energy than you need to consume. You're really paying for one whether you get one or not, and you're not even getting the hot water that you want. All right, and then the next question is there any doubt in your mind as to my ability to do this job right? That there's any way that having me do this job for you could be a mistake? They like you, right? Or they wouldn't still be talking with you. So they're going to go, no, there's no doubt in my mind that you're going to do a good job for me. Then you're going to ask them why. Why do you feel that way? People buy based on emotion, not on logic, okay? Why do you feel that way? Feel is an emotion. Okay, so they're going to go, oh, well, you seem like a good guy, and I know you guys have been in business for a while, and you're going to go, and plus we have a 100% money back guarantee, we have a no lemons guarantee. You're going to slap them with a couple more benefits of doing business with your company, right? At this point, we're going to get down to what we've been looking for, which is the true objection that's buried behind I want to think about it. It's a price objection, and you're going to go, level with me. How do you feel about the money? That's when it's going to come out. All right, they're going to go, yeah, I don't have the money, Gene, or man, that's a lot of money, or whatever. I'm going to ask them flat out, do you have that much money? I'm not scared. I'm not scared. All right, shouldn't you know whether or not they've got that much money? Some of them are going to go, no, I don't have that much money. Perfect. Fantastic. Now I'm rolling into a payment plan close. Okay, well, when will you have the money? At this point, they think that I'm like going away. Okay? I'm going to go, when will you have the money? Well, I don't know. I'm going to tell them to take a guess. They're going to say, I don't know again. I'm going to say, take a guess. This is when it's going to come out. Well, I'll have it in 3 months. So you'll have it in 3 months. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and take care of it for you now, and you can pay us when you get the money. They're going to go, what? I'll take care of it for you now, and you can pay us when you get the money. They're going to go, well, how's that work? I'm going to go, you're going to get a statement in the mail every month. The minimum payment is going to be X, $39, $79, $69, whatever it is. And then you can pay the rest when you get the money. Guys, this is golden. It's golden. I made so many sales this way. My technicians have made so many sales this way. Please take this, implement it. Watch the video over again. All right, take some notes. It's going to change your life. It's going to, listen, what would an extra $30 or $40 or $50,000 a year do for you in income? Would it change your life? Guys, that's a $1 million house payment almost. Come on, share it around. That's the message. I've unpacked the 3 questions that we answered for the #1 plumbing salesperson in the country. All right, if he can get some benefit, you can too. Hit those likes, hit those hearts. I love you for it. What's going on, Jeff? Jeremy, you've been liking and hearting this all day long. I love you for it. Guys, if you need me, let me know. I got a class January 8th through the 11th here in Estero, Florida. I've got another one the 15th through the 18th out in Murrieta, California, SoCal as it were. If you need some help, hit me up. I might still be able to get you into one of those classes. All right, I love you so much. Gavin, you're my man. Keep pounding it. All right, keep it up, guys. I love you. Share the stream, heart and like it. Give it to some other people, okay? They need it. Good night.